the penultimate day of our stay in Kruger and check out at Skukuza for the last time. And we decide to make a last visit to Lower Sabie area before heading back west to Skukuza and then all the way down south to Malelane, where we'll spend the night at a hotel just yards outside of the Malelane gate. The first sighting on Nyla, grazing roadside. But the road remains quiet until we reach the Lower Sabie area. We drop into the natural floodwater pond that has given us so much pleasure on earlier visits. It remains full of wildlife, with photo opportunities galore. Herons expertly fishing. Hammerkop, showing a range of skills, no matter what the prey. Saddle-billed storks, one of the park's prettiest waders. Amongst a number of large wading birds. The ever-present hippopod, providing a sturdy platform for fishing. Whilst more and more species fly in to feed. Back on the road, we meet the first elephant of the day. They won't be the last. Moving on, we see up close the level of damage the earlier floods have done to the road between Skukuza and Lower Sabie. We drop in at Sunset Dam. Quiet, except for the usual suspects, always found in the water and on the shores. We really enjoy watching the hippos playing. On the shore, this kingfisher scans the water for prey. Lower Sabie visit complete, we travel west towards Skukuza before turning south in the direction of Malelane. And it's comforting to see Kruger regulars on this journey as impala come into view. Vervets thoroughly checking for ticks and bugs, or hanging around in branches above. We come across this female warthog, seemingly happily grazing. Little did she, or we, know that just yards away, a passing leopard had come across her den and decided to take her babies. Just seconds later, we came across the leopard, obviously feeding in the undergrowth. At first, we couldn't see the prey. Until the leopard stood up and revealed a warthog baby. We watched in silence as, mercifully quickly, the leopard dispatched its prey and continued to feed. This is a point you need to understand, that for the leopard to survive, others must make way. Sad, but it's just nature in its most basic form. Disturbed by a safari vehicle, the leopard took its leave. Elsewhere in the park, life goes on, as a nearby herd of buffalo take forever to cross the road. And it's great to see a small group of ground hornbills foraging in their own inimitable style. And it's not long before we see our first rhino on their way to their favourite waterhole. Others are also on their way, including these impala. Spurfowl root around on the grass verge. Whilst high above, giraffe feed in the treetops. Wherever you are in Kruger, there's a promise of elephant, and that promise is fulfilled as its herd makes its way towards the waterhole. As time runs out, we leave the rhino, still grazing their way to the water. We leave the park out of the Malelane gate and travel over the iconic bridge towards our hotel just 100 yards away. The Pestana Kruger Lodge has long been a favourite of ours, and we often spend our last night with a bit of luxury and a hot bath, ready for the long trip home. The room is clean, well appointed, with a view to die for, and a generous late departure policy means we can spend one last morning in the park. Leaving the hotel, we re-enter through the Malelane gate, and we start spending our last morning exploring the far south of the park. And it's a rare sighting of what we think may be a trumpeter hornbill. A one-off for us after 10 years visiting the park. Followed by the prettiest deer species in the park, the steenbok, mostly seen alone in the bush. Another favourite common sighting, zebra at the waterhole. We stop for the breakfast supplied by the hotel. Luckily, we have lots of time to stay at the waterhole to wait for whatever turns up to drink. And we find the waterhole occupied by a group of rhino. All the entertainment we need as we eat and observe. and it's fitting that the last sighting of the trip should be of these magnificent animals. Gentle giants, hunted down almost to extinction for their horns, ironically made up of the same material as our fingernails. It's unthinkable that we lose the opportunity to view these creatures in their natural environment, and Kruger Park are doing their very best to protect them. Let's just pray that they're successful and we can enjoy the thrill of seeing them close up in the wild forever. So we finally leave through the Malelane gate and start our journey home. It's been a great trip, and I'd like to thank everyone who's come along for the ride. As I post this video, we're about to leave for another 24 days in Kruger, which will be featured in a 20-part series to be posted early 2025. If you'd like to share my next trip, please subscribe and press the notification button to join me on my brand new Kruger adventure. See you next time on the Better Photography and Travel channel.